Okay, welcome back to studio here. We are joined by double U.S. champion representing Team USA in 2 races here at the World Championships this year, Anna Gibson. Anna, nice to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you guys.
So before we launch into it, just for the audience here, we all jumped off our flight yesterday at the Barcelona International Airport, went to baggage claim, and all of a sudden I see a dude rocking a Freetrail hoodie next to the carousel. Sure enough, it's Ren, who's here in studio with us too, still rocking that Freetrail hoodie. Made my day. What a perfect welcome to Barcelona. So anyway, just wanted to add that for the audience here. But
it's the welcoming committee.
It's a welcoming committee. Good. And I'm assuming he will be core to Team Anna Gibson here this weekend too.
He's also the support committee, emotional and with race stuff.
Yeah. Shout out, Ren. Thanks for rocking that Freetrail hoodie, buddy. Good to see you at the airport yesterday. All right, first and foremost, your first time representing Team USA here, and you're doing it in 2 races, the vertical and the classic. Just tell us in general how you're feeling leading up to this big weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm trying to just approach it like it's any other race. Obviously, that gets like a little bit harder when you start seeing all the people running around in their like country kits and stuff. And it feels a little different having like, family and stuff here, like to support. But I'm feeling good. I'm super excited.
I was just like looking at your Instagram and stuff, and it feels like, this does feel like a special moment for you. You're still in the early phases of your career, but definitely going to be a factor in the races this weekend. And you got like all your kit, you're swagged out, wearing the red, white, and blue now. Does this feel like a significant moment in your career?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. Mm-hmm. It's like, I've wanted to be here for a long time. I followed the last 2 World Championships pretty closely. So it's exciting just to be like finally here and doing the thing. Yeah. Especially since this is like the first one since I wasn't in school. So it's actually the first one I've been like able to even like try to compete to get on the team. So I'm stoked to be here.
I'm curious too. I believe like earlier in your career, you were kind of doing like trails and track. Like, how has it felt this year to just be more all in?
I mean, it feels really good. Like, I think without track in the picture this year, I had like a lot of room to explore other stuff that I've been interested in.
Which we'll talk about.
I'm sure I'm going to get questioned about it soon. But it's just been really fun. And I think like I definitely can tell that like focusing on trail this year has definitely like contributed to some of the performances that I've had. And just kind of given me like a different type of fitness that I've never had before.
Hell yeah.
So tell us what you've been up to this summer. It's interesting because Caleb Olson was just here and we asked him about this too. Like, he was at UTMB, but intentionally didn't race, focusing on this. You did Sierras and all after Broken Arrow, which we can talk about. But to me, like if I were in your shoes, I would feel the temptation of like, oh, let's go to Chamonix. Like even just jump into ETC or just be there and experience UTMB. But it felt like you intentionally, declined that obvious opportunity, maybe in service of performance here that this weekend. Is that a correct interpretation? And just tell us in general, like how you've built your summer towards this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely like a good interpretation of like what went down for me. And I think, I don't know, I also just like, as I've gotten, more competitive and more opportunities, like it just feels like if I let myself, I will be away from home all summer long and like be competing and on the road for like 8 months. And I just like don't think that's that sustainable of a way to do this. Yeah. And I love like being home and just like having that routine and having friends and a community there and like getting to train on my trails that I love in my backyard. And I don't know, I think this year was kind of like a struggle of me trying to find the right balance where it's like, oh, there's all these things I want to do, but I can't do all of them. So I'm going to try and choose the ones that are like the most exciting to me right now in this moment. And like, UTMB is, that week is like something I haven't experienced yet. I've never even been there just to watch. And the temptation was definitely there, like mad FOMO the last 2 years, like not being there. Yeah. But it's also like one of those things that you kind of feel like you're a part of, even if you're just in the trail community and you're watching from home. And so I just like participated in that way and like know that it's something that I'll do in the future. And World Champs this year was like a big priority for me. And like, as were all the races that I've already run. Yeah. So yeah.
Very wise.
Smart.
Save it as something to look forward to.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm going to do it all. I just don't need to do it all like right now,
Yeah. I'm curious. I think you raced, did you double at Broken Arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're comfortable with this kind of like format doubling?
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like I used to do like insane doubles in college and stuff too. So it's like this back-to-back thing where it's like 2 races in a row or 2 races with like a day in between.
A lot of folks did well at broken arrow racing like that.
I kind of love it actually, because it's like you do the first race and you get all the nerves out, and then the second one you just feel like comfortable and you've already got the whole routine figured out, and it just feels like way less stressful. Plus, it's like you go into the first one and you're like, well, if I have a great day, then the second race is just going to be like a celebration.
Yeah.
And if I don't do well in the first one, then I have the second one. So it's just like both races feel like way less pressure to me.
Pro tip.
We are going to talk about this later, but you are among a smaller group of athletes who is going to be doing the double. So maybe you could just share a little bit more detail. The vertical is first. Obviously, it's for you probably 45 or 50-minute race. Are you expecting something like that? Less?
I think so. Yeah.
So, obviously like very, very high intensity, max effort, and then you have 2 or 3 days to rest in between.
Yeah, 2 days.
So get as specific as you can as to what you think you would be doing in between to like help to have great days in both events.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to be just like out on the courses somewhere, like up a little ways, like cheering for people, because I think like, I don't know, Team USA is awesome this year. There's like some serious legends, as you guys know. So it's just like, just to be like a part of that is something that I want to do. But I'm probably just going to like go for an easy jog on Friday after the vertical race, and then like do like a flat, I don't know, 4 miles in strides or something on Saturday. But it'll be like really low key, like nothing of substance is going to happen really between the two.
For your, like, if you look at the two events, do you feel more confident in one versus the other?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like, I know that I don't know. I mean, I think I'm like a really strong uphill runner, but I also think that I like have leg speed that not everyone in the classic race will have. And like the course is pretty like runnable and fast. And like, I mean, it ends with like a 0.8 mile like road race essentially, which I do think like suits me really well. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really excited about both of them.
Just pull those 1,500 meter skills back out.
Yeah. We were talking to Caleb a little bit about this, but do you think you'll rock the same shoe for both races?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to wear the Brooks Agile for both, I think.
Tell me about Sierras and All. It was your second time racing that iconic Swiss event. How did this year compare to last year?
I mean, Sierras and All was awesome. I think
because you did improve rather significantly, 3 or 4 minutes. Something
yeah,
like
it was
that.
like 3 minutes. Yeah. And honestly, like the result just doesn't really tell the whole story. Yeah. Like I had a really tough day at Sierras and All this year. I rolled my ankle. So I raced a week before at home in like an uphill race, and then rolled my ankle really badly the day after that race. So I flew over to Europe for Sierras and All, like racing in 6 days, and my ankle is like the size of my calf. And like, I did not know if I was going to line up, but I was like, okay, well, the reservations are all made. Like, I guess I'm just going to go. And in the race, it was like really in my head because I had Worlds on my mind. I was like, I really don't want to roll it again and then be hurt and like actually not be able to race at Worlds. And yeah, so I was like stressing about that. Also, like my first 2 splits, I was 5 minutes behind on my times from last year.
Wow.
And so I was like thinking that I was having a terrible day. And I was like, this is going really badly. Like, I don't know why. And I felt like I was running pretty hard, like not being that conservative. And then I just like put my head down and I just grinded. And then all of a sudden I was like passing people and kind of like moving up through the field. And I was like, okay, like maybe I'm doing okay. And like, I kind of feel like I like resurrected it, but it was just like really emotionally hard. And I mean, the result was like objectively good, but just like, I kind of went through it to get there. And I'm like, whoa, like what would have happened if I had had like a really good day? Like, I don't think that it was like even representative of like, I don't know, my fitness on the day, you know, like it was just hard.
I mean, it shows clear progression in your career though, too, to on like a worse day to still be able to improve on your time and place. I mean,
and crazy mental fortitude, like to start in a negative place, but then grind that out. That's super impressive.
I mean, I've never done that before. Like, I think that's actually the first instance of me doing that. Like in the past, I would just like bail and be like, sorry for myself, this sucks, like whatever, and then just not be able to come back from it. So I was happy with it. Like ultimately I was like, okay, that was good. That was a good performance. But
a new tool in the toolbox, you know?
It's funny because we were just talking about this with Caleb, and it's not a, total obvious analog, but he did Worlds in 2023 and he finished 90th out of 117 runners. Same thing,
It's hard to imagine.
Mental fortitude, get through it. Now he's a Western States champion, one of the favorites here. So what have you been up to over the last 6 weeks? Are you just doing like constant uphill tempos and just sort of like trying to get the VO2 max as high as possible before 2 extremely high octane races this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly kind of been a blur. Like, I feel like I got sort of just like locked in and just went back to my normal routine. We had a little like impromptu training camp with the like vertical and classic teams. Everyone was invited. We like went down to Buena Vista in Colorado and just like ran around together for a weekend. And then I like visited some friends in Boulder, went to Salt Lake, ran there, like went home for a few weeks. And then I've been in Europe for about a week now. So it kind of just like went by. And I felt I was just trying to like live normal life sort of and like get the training done, but also just not like be too intense or like locked in about anything.
What does the training look like? If you could describe like a key session that you've maybe done a couple of times here in the last 6 weeks.
I would say
I'm personally curious. You know, as like a career long course guy, I'm just like, what do the like really good short coursers do, especially like in that critical last few weeks?
Yeah, I would say like the hardest like workout that I've done the last couple of weeks is like 8 by 2 minutes uphill, where I'm kind of like by the end like pushing myself quite hard, like pretty wrecked by the time I get to the top of the 2-minute hill. Jog back down in between, and then do like a 15-minute flat tempo after that, where you're like, your legs are just dead. You like feel like you're running through bricks, but then you're like, okay, like time to go rally and like get this done on the flats, which I think is like, yeah, it's going to prepare me well for both races because it's just like filtering lactic acid basically.
Dang.
Impressive.
Maybe we should do that this afternoon.
I think you should.
All right, well, let's come back and talk about the multi-sport stuff, because last time we did an interview was at Broken Arrow, I think, and you were just about to go do SBT gravel race. So you're a cyclist now too. And I was talking to Ren at the airport yesterday. It's like, yeah, Anna's been in Italy with the US Skimo team, like just sort of kicking the tires on this sport, which is on its way to an Olympic bid. Share a little bit about your new professional skiing career.
Yeah. Well, shout out Cam Smith, who is also on both of these teams here at Worlds with me. Cam came up to me at Broken Arrow. So this was like after my interview with you. And was like, hey, you should really do Skimo. Like, tell me if the answer is no right now, and I will never ask you about it again. Because backstory, Cam has been asking me about Skimo for like 4 years. And every time I'm like, no, Cam.
For the audience, Cam Smith has been one of the best U.S. ski mountaineering athletes for, the last decade or so.
Yeah, I mean, he's been crushing it in both sports for a long time. So like when I first met Cam 4 years ago, he literally was like, you should do Skimo. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Fast forward to like literally this June, and he's like, you should do it. And I finally was like, okay, that's insane. Like, probably not. And then the more I thought about it and the more people in my life that I like brought it up to, everyone was kind of like, you should think about it. Like, maybe. And then I kind of was like, you know what? Why the heck not? Like, I might as well. And I've been having a really good time, like exploring just, doing other stuff. And like, I already train on skis a ton in the winter. Like, it's not a divergence from like who I am or how I train. Like, I grew up downhill racing and Nordic racing. So it's like, honestly, it's just a new version of things I've been doing my entire life.
Yeah.
Why were you saying no for the first 4 years?
I don't know. I just wasn't like ready, I guess. Like, I kind of have always thought I was going to like do Skimo at some point and be competitive with it and like try to race. But I just was trying to focus on running. Like the first little bit, I was like still in college and I was like, well, I can't, like I'm doing NCAA track and cross country. Like these things don't jibe. And then I don't know, like last year I was trying to train for the Olympic trials and it just hasn't lined up. And this time I'm finally like, I don't know, there's like actually no reason why I shouldn't. So
Sweet.
Here we are.
I mean, it's going to be an Olympic sport too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that motivates you.
I mean, it definitely does, but it's also like there's a lot that I need to get done before I'm like thinking about us qualifying for the Olympics. Like I have to learn how to do transitions and I have to learn how all these like rules work and like all the disqualifications and all this stuff. Like it is a lot and it's really overwhelming. And I think like Cam and I were just talking about this like 2 days ago, how it's like, if that happens, if we end up like getting to the Olympics, even like not with me, but with someone else from the US on the US Skimo team, like I think it's going to be amazing. That's like the best thing that could possibly happen. But like, if that doesn't happen, like I already just like have been having an amazing time with this group of people and have like I don't know. It's just like been teaching me skills that like I won't get anywhere else. Like to be a professional athlete, but to show up in a space where you're like horrifically uncomfortable and you're like, this is terrifying. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm such a noob. Like it's just been this like really big growth experience for me. And yeah, it's been a fun adventure already. So it's already worth it if nothing else happens.
So fun.
So cool.
And like the little trip to Italy, in addition to the 8x2 minute plus 15-minute tempo, were you also doing some gassing uphill with the skins on the bottom of your skis too?
Not too much.
Yeah.
It was like, honestly, the camp that I was just at was a lot of like downhill race training, which is funny. Like we were doing like gates. So I was racing gates
Nice.
on the glacier.
Anna Gibson
Wow.
doing the slalom to prepare for the vertical world championship this weekend. Amazing.
I'm sure it's killer cross training though.
Yeah. I mean, the skinning for sure is like, it feels great.
Jeez.
Anything else from you?
I don't know. How about the gravel experience? Like, have you been racing gravel for a long time or?
No, I just started racing gravel this year. I did 3 races. And yeah, they were really fun. I think also good for me just because they were a bit longer. So I was racing for like 5 or 6 hours, which I've never done running before. So I think just from like a training standpoint, like just good to be able to like feel for that long and mentally be like checked in for that long, like pushing myself. And same thing also just to be a noob and be like, all right, time to learn how to do this right now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, it's so cool though, you know, to be a professional trail runner who also like can compete on a bike and who's now like thinking about ski mountaineering and have it all be like realistic and fit together. And it seems like you're able to, you know, sort of weave everything together in a way that feels organic. I don't know. It sets a really cool example, I think, for other sort of younger athletes who are coming up. I referred to you as Heather Jackson Jr., I think, and Broken Arrow. So big shoes to fill, but
Definitely.
it seems like you're having a lot of fun. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, I think that's what drives all of it. It's like just, I don't know. I want to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Well,
final question for me. I mean, this is your first time at Worlds representing in 2 events. Like we said, you clearly have the potential to medal in one or both. Do you have like personal goals that you've set for yourself here this weekend or anything on your mind that is like motivating you?
not really performance goals, honestly. Like, I think, I don't know. I'm just trying to be realistic that it's like my first time ever doing this, like coming to like a trail world championship. And it's kind of just like a fact finding mission. Like, I just want to experience it and like take it all in and soak it up. And yeah, like wherever I end up, I just like hope that I can come out the other side and see that it's like enough and that like this year has been crazy and so fun. Yeah. So yeah, my goal is honestly just to like really enjoy it and buy into the team culture too. Cause I think it's really cool to be like in a trail race, but doing it with teammates. Like that's just really epic.
We were talking about that too. Very, very cool. And by the time you get back to Jackson Hole, it'll probably be snowing out.
I mean, I hope it's snowing because I need to train for ski mode now.
Come on. Yes. What is it? It's like the Italian Olympics and what is it? It's like, where are they being hosted when the ski mode happens?
The skimo race is in Bormio, which is really close to where I just was on the Stelvio.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Olympic countdown here at the Trail World Championships. Anna, good luck this weekend. We're going to be cheering for you. Thanks for coming in the studio.
Thanks.
Rooting for you.
Super excited.
Yeah.